All right, guys, so we're kicking off the vlog right here today. Today, Rashaun and I are actually gonna go film a lower body workout, if you can get in the car. First, I've actually rented this Ford Explorer while I'm here in Florida visiting Stephanie. I need to keep getting it renewed because I keep extending my stay here. I just don't wanna go back to Canada until it's a little bit warmer. So we gotta go get that renewed first, and then we're gonna be going for the first lower body workout that I will have shown on the channel since I wrote my new program. Go make sure I've got some wheels, and then we're gonna go lift. So a few people have commented that I haven't been eating as many kiwis lately, and that's because Zespri is out of production season right now, and I honestly find their kiwis to just be the best. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that, but yeah, kiwis aren't really in season right now, so I've been eating more like apples, bananas, that sort of thing. The kiwis are just like harder, a little less juicy, but I'm thinking in a couple months they're gonna be back in season, and then I'll be having, probably try to make up for it, probably have 2 a day, up the dose. My family are actually on their way to Florida right now. So for Christmas this year, I decided to get my family basically like a trip to Florida, like a vacation sort of thing. I actually thought that they were supposed to get in tomorrow, but they actually get in tonight. So I didn't even have a hotel booked or anything tonight, so I just had to like do that last minute. And now I'm gonna be on my way to Orlando right after we film this leg workout. So it's a little bit of a rush day, having to like renew the rental car, get a leg workout in, and then go to Orlando to meet my family when they fly in. But I'm really excited about that. I'm actually gonna take at least 3 or 4 days break from doing any recording, any editing, or anything like that. Just take kind of a full reset and try to then get remotivated again to start making some killer content, because lately it's just been like, it's been pretty nuts. We've been like recording Myth Bust Mondays at like 2, 3 in the morning on like Saturday nights and stuff like that. So I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and then we're gonna come back really strong with better content than ever. Oh, and Rashaun, put the camera on yourself.
Am I vlogging right?
Yeah, so Rashaun is going, this guy, he's actually going to Washington to film Pat's Physique Pro show. So I wanted to be there, but my family's coming to Florida at the same time as his show. So Rashaun is going up there, and he's gonna film all the behind the scenes of Pat's pro debut. And if you guys don't know, I'm coaching Pat. I've been coaching him to the stage here, and he's looking awesome. I'm really excited about the package he's bringing. Put the link to Pat's channel in the description. You can see some of the behind the scenes of how it is that I run a peak week for a pro physique competitor, if you'd like to check that out. But yeah, I'm gonna check in with you guys over in the gym and take you through my full squat and deadlift workout. So guys, we're here at Florida Extreme Fitness Center in Jacksonville, Florida. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing the leg workout today. We're actually gonna flip over to a lapel mic. Basically, I'll just stick it on my shirt here. I've never tried it before, but hopefully it'll allow me to take you through the workout a little bit better than what I would normally do, which is using this mic on the top of the camera. I'm gonna kick off the workout with some squats. I'm just gonna take you guys through the whole workout today, so I'll check in with you guys inside. I love training in this gym because they have this room out here, which is like a hardcore powerlifting gym, and then, or like a hardcore powerlifting room, and then out around here they have all these bodybuilding machines that you don't usually see in a lot of places. I don't know, there's just a lot of different variety here. Do you want to go in the powerlifting room and do some squats? I think we should go over there. Make sure that's the right height. What I'd like to do before anything is write down what I'm going to be doing today. And we've got lower body A, squat, and we're going at 82.5%. So I'm starting with 335 for a set of 5. I'm gonna see how that feels and then adjust for the next 2 sets accordingly. So we're actually gonna start, I'm just gonna do 5 minutes on the elliptical out there, and then we're gonna come in here and do some dynamic stretches, and then start with the specific warm-up from there. One thing I find a lot of people do with their warm-up is they're a little bit too lackadaisical with it. They don't actually get their heart rate up, they just go through the motions. But the whole purpose is get the blood flowing to the muscles and get your heart rate up, and that's gonna improve your performance and reduce rate of injury. So that's a really important thing. I wouldn't recommend skipping it. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna take you guys through my lower body dynamic workout routine, just because this is on my channel elsewhere. But I start with 15 step throughs each side. We're gonna do front to back leg swings. This really gets the hip flexors on the front and then the hamstrings on the back. We'll go side to side. And then I also like to do a few prone lower back extensions, so I'll just lie down. And they're basically like Superman, so. And then a few cat camels. And then I'll do a few light upper body dynamic stretches, so just swing my arms side to side. And then a few forward circles. And a few reverse circles. If you do that really quickly, it should only take like 7 or 8 minutes. You'll feel a lot more energized to actually lift, so much more relaxed joints, and you'll just feel so much better. So I urge you guys not to skip out on that if you do have the time. For this first warm-up set, it's just 135. I'm gonna give you guys a good idea of my technique. You want your technique to be consistent across all sets. So as soon as you start your warm-up, you're technically working here. That's basically just gonna transfer over into your working sets. So you wanna start programming that in from the outset. So I'm setting up a high bar position. So if I was low bar, I'd literally be down here. But I've been squatting a high bar for this block. So for the first warm-up set, I don't use any gear. Just completely raw. By the way, these are just flat Puma shoes with some Sesame Street characters on them. Not the best squat shoe ever. I'm probably gonna get some Addy Powers. I don't know, for the powerlifters out there, let me know in the comments below what's hot right now in terms of a powerlifting shoe. I always went with the Adidas Powerlifts, but I would say there's some better options out there now. So yeah, just let me know if you've tried the Romelios, Powerlifts, Addy Powers. Let me know what you think is best. Looking to get a new squat shoe. For the second warm-up set here, it's 225. I'm gonna flick my belt on. This is a Rise lever belt, nice and sturdy. It's gonna increase intra-abdominal pressure in here. So when you go to squat, you take a huge breath in. You've got all this stored pressure in here. That's basically gonna make you into a very rigid column. So you have less potential for that energy to kind of get out at different places throughout the lift. And it also helps just kind of keep you a little bit more safe and stable in my experience, especially with my history of injury. So yeah, lever belt is just simple on and off. And it doesn't weaken your core or anything like that. There's a ton of research on this. I'll link an article below you can check up on it. But I'm very pro belt just because it allows you to lift more weight, which ultimately means more tension on the muscles you're trying to target. And it doesn't really seem to decrease activation of the core musculature or really anything else. So, okay. I'm gonna try throwing on these new knee sleeves. These are also from Rise. Rise is my sponsor, for those of you guys who don't know. They don't only produce apparel, they also make knee sleeves, all kinds of lifting gear, straps, belts. So this is actually my first time trying these. See if I still remember how to put these on. So today we're gonna be doing 335 for 3 sets of 5 reps. I think the primary goal for me right now is just getting acclimated with the power lifts again. So it's been a nice while that I've been running more of a bodybuilding style program with more exercise variation and so on. With this program, I'm getting quite a bit more minimal or essentialist in nature and really just refining and honing in on my technique again, because I do find like a little bit of inconsistency from session to session in terms of my mechanics and all that stuff. So what I'm doing is I'm alternating between hypertrophy focus day where I'll do something around 8 reps, a power focus day where I'm doing lightweight for low reps, but with a lot of speed and a lot of focus on technique. So I'm usually somewhere in the like 2 to 4 rep range on that day with something like 65-70% of my 1 rep max. And then I'm doing one strength focus day, which is today, where I'm usually in the like 4 to 6 rep range. Today we're doing 3 by 5. I'm calling this 82.5% of my 1 rep max. I'm putting in think 405 as my 1 rep max right now. My all-time PR is 500 pounds, but it's been a while since I've been on the platform, so being nice and conservative and going with 405. And get into the first working set right now.
That's pretty easy. Okay, we got one more here. And I'm gonna pop into some Romanian deadlifts. I'm still trying to get 100% back to pulling from the floor, but I have been doing sumo deadlifts. I only do them 1 day a week though. So I'll pull sumo, the wide stance from the floor. And I've only gotten up to 275 doing that because I haven't pulled from the floor in a very, very long time, probably about a year. So what I do is I alternate between a Romanian deadlift and a sumo deadlift. So on today, when I go heavy on the squat, I go with a Romanian deadlift. On the day I do speed squats, I'll do a more heavy deadlift from the floor. Just a light warm up here. We're doing 3 sets of 8 reps. Last time I did 285 for 8s. So I'm gonna start with 285 and then I'm gonna see how I wanna move up from there. Because with this, I'm basically just going straight sets every week, just trying to increase the weight. With the Romanian deadlift is you don't wanna load it so heavy that your lower back and your glutes start to take over. In my opinion, you wanna go with the heaviest weight that still allows you to feel a solid stretch in your hamstrings and still have your hamstrings doing the work. Two things you want to keep in mind are having the bar go straight up and down, as straight of a line as possible over the center of your foot. So a lot of people will tend to drop the bar out too far forward. That basically just creates an unnecessary torque here at the hips for your lower back. You want to go straight up and down, and the only possible way you can do that is if you just hinge your hips back. So you want to initiate the lift by driving your butt out, and you just lower the weight straight down. I like to stop a couple inches below my knee where I really feel that stretch in my hamstrings. A little bit more explosively come back up, and then you can optionally squeeze your glutes at the top if you want to target them a little bit more. Squats are actually not a great hamstrings exercise, really at all. So for hamstrings, you want to have one hip extension based movement. So that's this, where your hips are flexing and extending under the load. And you want to have one knee flexion based movement. So we're going to do a leg curl next, and that's going to finish off the hams. Simple leg extension, a little bit of calves, and then we're done. Let's see what my reps are here. I think I've got 8s. So I'm doing sets of 8 to an RPE of 8, so I'm gonna leave a couple reps in the tank for all sets. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay. Yeah, I remember Andrew Vygotsky, who's one of the leading researchers right now in the biomechanics field. Him and I were talking in 2014 or something, 3 or 4 years ago, about the difference between dorsiflexion and plantar flexion in this. And he actually went into his lab, because we were texting about this. He went into his lab and ran the EMG on himself right away and sent me the data report. We were trying to figure out if you should point your ankle up or back. Honestly, what we came away with is that there's not too much difference if you control for load. So if you point your toe up like this, you're gonna be stronger because the calf can get more involved. But if you control for the fact that you're gonna be weaker, like with the ankle plantar flex, you don't actually see much difference in activation. So what we kind of came up with back then, his opinion might have changed, was you should kind of go with what feels more comfortable to you. Or one thing that I do a lot, I'll plantar flex for the first 8 reps or so. And then once I give out, or I kind of reach failure with that, then I'll dorsiflex, and I'll be able to extend the set and get a few extra reps. I don't do that all the time, but if I am training to failure, that's one way to kind of incorporate sort of like a pseudo drop set type thing. Not a drop set, let's call it a pseudo forced reps, a pseudo extended set. That's all made up anyway. All right, Here we go. That was a good one. I'd say I went to like RP9 on that one. That was nice. Okay, we're gonna finish off with 3 sets of 8 on the leg extension, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of calves. We're gonna call it. That was a little light. That was light. It wasn't too light. It was a little bit light. Can't believe I got to drive to Orlando tonight. That's crazy. I was so excited for my parents to get in here tomorrow. My dad, my stepmom, stepsister, and my brother are all flying down, and we're gonna do like all the amusement parks and stuff here in Florida. I'm really excited. They're here for like a week. I thought they were coming tomorrow, but apparently it's tonight. I guess I messed up my own booking on that one. 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps on the toe press, on the leg press. I like this one because you can do 1 foot at a time, or 1 calf at a time. And if you guys want to hear more about calf training, I did an updated calf science explained video on it. In my opinion, I think it was my favorite edit I've ever done. I didn't get a ton of views because I feel like it's already been on my channel once. A whole lot of new information this time around, so you guys can check that out. I'll put it in the cards up here somewhere. I'm gonna save on time and do both of them at once. That's actually really interesting because this calf is stronger for me. All right, that's good for calves. If I'm being honest, I don't train calves all that often. I said this to you, I was like, when I was in the 6th grade, I basically had the same exact calves that I do now, man. For real, like I had the skinny body, but I still had really big calves. So I guess I have to thank my parents for that one. Got some post-workout protein. What? Shout out Denise, man. Yeah, I've got my protein out in the car. I'm gonna show you guys that because there's a new flavor that PE Science just launched and I'm really excited to try it. Okay, we've got the new flavor, PE Science Select Protein. So this is mostly a milk protein isolate. So you got a combination of casein and whey. So you got the slow digesting casein and the fast digesting whey. Oh, and the flavor. So the flavor is strawberry cheesecake. Looks delicious on the image. Little chunks of strawberry in there. I feel like this would be amazing to bake with, but I don't do that. Got part 2 of my interview with Jorn Trommelin coming out too. We talk about whey and casein and all that stuff. Ooh, I can already tell it's good. Ah, that's nice, man. It's much smoother than the other ones. It's not quite as thick. That's fantastic. So now we're gonna go grab some food. I don't know if you have anything in mind. What you want? Chick-fil-A? So we're gonna go grab some Chick-fil-A post-workout meal. I'm gonna enjoy Chick-fil-A as long as I've got this bulk going. So we're gonna check in with you guys over there. So guys, we decided to come to Chipotle instead. Just feeling something a little more nutritious, a little bit more dense. A little bit more dense than a burger and fries, man. Like, I mean, at least you got some beans, you got some fiber. Hey. Guac and lettuce.
That sounds great.
Yep. Charlie's gonna run away. Get over here, Charlie. Come here. Come here, buddy. He's scared to death of the camera. Stepsister's dog. He's very shy. All right. I'm gonna eat this Chipotle, and I gotta get on the road. Look at this thing. It weighs a ton.
Oh, you want to take it from me?
Yeah, I already got it. It's in my hand. What are you talking about?
Alright, bro.
Okay. I'll see you in a couple days, man. Safe travels. Yeah. Enjoy Washington for me. Say hi to Patty Lifts. Alright, let's get it. Alright. I'm gonna check in with you guys over in Orlando. Okay, so guys, we made it to our hotel here in Orlando. The fam made it in from Canada. How's the flight? Good?
Oh yeah, not good.
So I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. I'm gonna take a couple days just to chill, relax, unwind. I'm gonna go ahead and end this one here. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe if you happen to be new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.